Out at ESPN, they're fired up, so we got the shout out.
How did that come together?
They have been with us all year. They're doing a documentary, and so they've kind of been in and out. They've been to a lot of hometowns. They were here in March for 3 days, and then they wanted to come out to see this because until you see it, you don't believe it. So they've been here for 3 days. They were on the bus with us. I mean, there's cameras in their face. I'm mic'd up all the time, mic'd up in practice. So they're very they do a very thorough job with getting their video. I don't know how they get all this down to a documentary, but we'll see.
With the scrimmage and today, what level do you think Lindsay Krause can get to this fall?
I think she's still a long ways away from where she was when she got hurt last fall. She's making progress, but she's got a whole nother level she can go to, and she will by the time we get to August. So it's she made tremendous progress in the spring, but she's still not. I wouldn't call her at the level she was at when first she got hurt last year.
What led to her success today, not having that total explosiveness?
Just training. She just, it's a fine line, where the next level she can go to, and she's working really hard. She's gotten much better as a passer, and but it takes time. I mean, remember, we didn't do spring for 2.5 months because we were playing beach. Beach is a completely different game than indoors. So she's really had 6 weeks of indoor, and she's made really good progress and has improved every week, and I'm going to push her to go to another level.
How do you think Skylar handled herself today?
Awesome. First swing was a little shaky, and she had some great swings. I mean, she hit almost 400, and the great thing is she was aggressive. She was going after it, and that's what you want to see from a freshman in this environment. And you could tell Denver was a little nervous today, starting out, and it's a hard environment. It's probably the most people she's ever played in front of. So, and it was a great environment, and great job by Kearney.
And Olivia too. What was her debut like?
I mean, she's a player. Nothing phases her. She's a great passer. She has a chance to really help our team this year.
And I know you talked about it on Wednesday, but just how she's been able to put away what's going on with her family and compete.
Yeah. She's, like I said, nothing phases her, even that. So she's an interesting player, and she's just really consistent and very dependable. And like I said, nothing really phases her. Mistakes don't faze her. If she does good, it doesn't faze her. She's like that every day. So for a freshman to do that, that's pretty impressive. And I think this thing with her family is, she's here to play volleyball, and she's got a gift of how to kind of just focus on that one thing when she's part of our team.
Does she make your job more difficult finding ways to get 3 DSs on the court, or is you glad to have that problem?
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking when we first recruited her, we might redshirt her just with Laney, and we've talked about it, but she's too good.
I felt like this team kind of came out with a fire underneath them. Just regardless of the stakes of the game, even if this is just an exhibition, what does it mean to show that intensity from the Huskers?
Well, they're excited to play against somebody else, and then again, when you come out here, I mean, got here yesterday afternoon. You're excited to play because there's so much energy and passion for us being here. Police escort. We had this banquet thing last night. Just people are so excited. So I think our players feed off that energy, and that's one of the cool things about these spring matches, because a lot of these people don't have tickets. First time they've seen us, they get to sign we sign autographs. Last night we signed a bunch of autographs, took pictures. So there's just this energy and this love for this team. And I think our players really, really feed off it and enjoy these matches. And again, there's not a lot of pressure in this match, win or lose, but it's fun. And anyway, it's really the way it should be.
2017 was the last time you guys were here. Other than maybe you and maybe some coaches, you guys won the Natty that year. Is there any similarities between that team and this team?
I sure as heck hope so. I can tell you the way this team's worked. this spring. It's probably one of the highest level springs, if not the highest we've ever had. And I've told them that several times. Our practices are really, really high level. Even Jordan called me the other day. She watches everything on video. She's in California training right now. She says, like, Coach, man, this is really high level stuff. And you guys saw some of it today.
You went from a team that had no seniors to a team that now has quite a bit of
I know.
veteran leadership. I mean, how have you maybe seen that shift this spring a little bit?
Yeah, I just think I think they now know what they are capable of. And last year, you kind of go, we weren't sure, and we had this great run, and we're playing really well. And of course, the way the season ended was not good, and everybody kind of remembers that. But I keep reminding them, we won the Big Ten. It ain't easy to win the Big Ten, and I just think now they know what they're capable of, and they know what they want. And we got really good leadership, and they work really hard. And so I think they enjoy playing with each other. I mean, I did about 5 different lineups today, and you couldn't tell anything.
Did you not bring the right belt to wear your new belt buckle?
So to be honest with you, these pants, these Adidas pants, just like I constantly pulling them up because they put the radio thing on me or the mic thing. Anything heavy just pulls these things down because they're Adidas golf pants. So
It's a pretty big belt buckle you got.
it's a big one. Yeah, they actually put it in a glass frame. It's a wood glass frame. It's a really cool gift.
I know we don't have schedules yet, but as you're kind of talking about like the strength of the Big Ten, how are you maybe positioning this team to keep thinking about the fact that you now also are adding some really more top-tier teams to the Big Ten with USC, UCLA, Washington, Oregon?
Yeah, I think our team is excited about those teams coming in and playing those teams. It's going to be different. It's going to be exciting for fans. It's going to create more TV and radio interest, media interest. So I think everybody's kind of feeding off this is something new. It's going to be fun. And the first time they get to be part of the first time that those teams come in. So I'm excited. I think it's going to create more interest.
Coach, when did the gifts start? For these spring matches, like the belt buckles, the cowboy boots, those type of things. I mean, when did that start?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like lately, it's I keep this horse stuff. They all keep sending me horse stuff and all those things. We also got the players. We all got these great gift bags. Like I have it now, and have a trailer hitch cover. It says Kearney on it. So I mean, it's just they make us feel really special and creative ways of kind of sharing their community with us. So I think that's just part of it.
Feels almost like a Final Four with like all the gifts and the red carpet treatment.
Yep, exactly. And police escort. This police escort was unreal today. They had motorcycles, cars. It was like I felt like I was the president of the United States coming into Kearney.
Back to the East 60 documentary for a second. With so much media attention already, what do you hope this shows people?
That's a great question. I don't know. They've filmed so much. I don't know what angle they're going to take. It'll be interesting to see. I just know they're blown away by this. I mean, they're like filming coming across the cornfields, out by York, and they're like, "Boy, this is awesome." And it's like all brown dirt, I'm like, "Well, eventually there'll be corn out there, but it's so wide open." These guys live in the big cities, and they're filming that, so they're pretty blown away coming to a town like Kearney and seeing this turnout and everything. So it'd be interesting to see how this turns out. I don't know how you take all that and then put it in an hour or 2 hour documentary, whatever it's going to be.
Final questions with Coach? With Harper, how much do you have to let the legal system play out before you make a decision about her status with the team?
Yeah, all that, and a lot of that's out of my control right now. So it's in other people's hands. So I really don't know.
What is her status going forward right now?
I don't know. Hopefully she's going to finish her finals. That's the main goal right now.
Last year you guys went to Brazil. This year you kind of focuses on like revival and team building. Do you guys have any other trips this summer and hopefully build on that, what you did last year?
We can't do trips this summer. We have a lot of players going on USA teams this summer, but the bottom line is when we get back, everybody's going to be back July 4th. That's when we got to really start ramping it up, put this team together and get those guys working hard and, like I said, ramping up for the season. Because in June we're going to have people all over the place. So it'll be hard as a team to work on those things. So it'll be an interesting challenge for us. I got to figure out how we're going to do it.
I have one last question.
Yeah.
I know you were on the rules committee, and I know last time we talked, you said you wouldn't be interested in 2 liberos, but does the situation that you have make you maybe consider that whole?
No. We have 1 libero. It's too complicated. So.
Hey.
How do you feel about the decision to go from Kearney High to here now that you've experienced it?
I think it was a great decision, and there's a lot of blue here, so that's hard to get over. There's about 50 people this morning wearing blue shirts, but they're great. And the chancellor was here. I got to meet him last night. I just think, and with the demand, it allowed more people to come in. I didn't realize they could seat that many people here because I've seen they normally play going the other way. So we just thought, but now, was there about 5,000 people here today? So it was a good move. I'm just glad I wasn't in all the meetings and making the decisions.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks you guys. Thanks all for being here. Great to see you all.